Okay, come and settle down onto your back and just find a really comfortable position. You can have your legs down the mat or just bend the knees, bring the feet to the edge of the mat and just let the knees drop in so they support each other. And just start to settle onto the breath. Just getting a sense of the quality of your breathing. How's the rhythm, the pace, where you're feeling the body move. And then just dropping the legs over to the right as you breathe out. Bring them back to center, drop them to the left. Inhale center, drop to the right. Inhale center, drop to the left. So the feet are wide, as wide as the mat. The feet are flexed and you're just moving from side to side. So one hip will be in external rotation and the other is in an internal rotation. The top leg is in an internal rotation. You can gaze in the opposite direction. So just moving in your own time, warming up the hips, noticing how they're feeling. And then as the legs are over to the right, just bring your right foot on the outside of the left thigh, drawing that left knee down and then just pushing into the foot with the left thigh, which will engage the left hip and then just let it release. Some facilitated stretching. And you can pause this video at any time if you feel like you need to do some more on each side. And then just releasing and taking the legs to the left. So keep the feet wide and flexed and bring that left foot onto the outside of the right thigh. So it draws the right knee down. It might feel a little bit different on this side if you're right-footed. There might be some more sort of feeling of congestion. And then you push the outside of the right thigh into the foot, resist. You'll feel the outer leg engage. And then breathe out, let it go. And just do that a few times. Coming back to center when you're ready, draw the knees into the chest, taking some nice big hip circles. Stopping the video at any time if you want to just carry on with one exercise or posture. Changing direction. Just oiling up the hips, noticing how they're feeling. Keep breathing. And then coming into happy baby. So bring the arms around the back of the knees. Legs are wide, knees are bent, feet are flexed. You can use a strap if you want. And just rocking from side to side. Playing around with the movement, bending and straightening the legs. Teasing the hamstrings, keeping an eye on the breath. And then drawing the knees into the chest, come and roll onto your right side. So we're going to do some glute medius work now. So strengthening the hips is really important to help them keep nice and flexible. Tight hips are generally weak. So you're just bending the knees, relaxing all the way down. I'm going to start with the clam. So you're lifting up the left knee, not very far, lean forwards rather than back, keeping the feet together. Lifting the top leg, and you'll at some point start to feel that little muscle, the glute medius, starting to fire up. Try not to arch the back, keep breathing and just relax everywhere else in the body. And then you're going to bring your left knee down, toes up. And then toes together, knees up. So you're just doing this internal and external rotation. Knees and toes. Knees, toes. Knees, toes. Keep going. You'll feel that sensation in the glute medius start to build. Keep breathing. Notice where you're feeling it. And then adding on here, we're straightening and bending the legs. So keep that hip rotated inwards, so the kneecaps down. Don't open up. You're keeping the knee down as you straighten. And again, you're going to feel that sensation even more. You can stop the video and keep going. We're going to add on knees, toes, knee, extend. Knees, toes, knee, extend. Keep going. Knees, toes, knees, extend in your own time. Again, this is going to really build. You're going to feel it. That's normal. It's a tiny muscle doing all the work. Keep breathing. And then the last part, you bring that left leg up, shin in line with the long side of the mat, and just start to circle from the hip. Don't straighten the leg, keep the knee at 90 degrees, and just rotate, making it smaller, bigger, change direction, until you can't do any more, and then come and lie onto your back. Bring the left ankle over the right knee into reclined pigeon. You'll get a delicious stretch. It's going to be giving you a lot of feedback. Just breathe into it. You can come into cow face if you want, just sliding that left knee over the right, bringing the feet apart, keep the heels lifted and grab the outside of your ankles, drawing the knees towards you and just rocking from side to side. And then releasing into happy baby. And then we're going to come on to the other side. So lying on your left side. So it might feel easier lying on this side, or you might feel not as comfortable. Bending the knees, leaning forward, right arm in front of you. And then just starting your clam. So right knee lifts, and then you bring it back down. Feet stay together. It's not a very high lift. Don't open up. Notice where you're starting to feel it. So it might feel different on this side. And then adding on knees and toes. Knees, toes. Internal, external. Internal, external. In your own time, building on that sensation. That little muscle doing all the work. Glute medius. Keep breathing. So we're going to add on with the leg extension. So knees together and then lengthen the leg. Knee, extend. Knee, extend. Keep that kneecap rolling in. Moving in your own time. Stopping the video when you need to. Move at your own pace. Notice if it feels different on this side. Adding on, knees, extend, knees, toes, knee, extend, knees, toes, knee, extend, internal, external, extend, in your own time. And then bending the right leg 90 degrees, point the toes and start to circle. Clockwise, anti-clockwise. Make the movement bigger and smaller. As far as you can, as long as you can. Eventually, or become so fatigued you have to come and lie on your back and take that right foot onto the left ankle into reclined pigeon. Have a little rock, feel that relief. Breathe, lovely long out breaths. So to open up your hips, you have to strengthen them. Weak hips are tight hips. Coming into cow face, just slide that right knee over the left if you want. You don't have to do cow face, it's just another option. Grabbing the ankles from the outside, keep the feet lifted, pull them apart with the hands. And then you can come back into happy baby when you're ready. Again, stop the video if this is going too fast. Right, so we're going to do some more glute strengthening. Coming into bridge, you need a brick here and you're going to put it between the thighs. I'm just showing you the length, which way round. So your feet are hip width apart, and you're going to use the brick to help. You're going to squeeze your inner thighs. It helps you keep stable. Have something under your head, nothing too high. Feet down. So you're going to lift your hips up into a bridge. Really squeeze the brick. Root down through your right foot. Squeeze your right glute and lift your left leg. Really engage the leg. Bring it down. Squeeze the glute. Push through the left. Raise the right. Squeezing the brick. Bring it down, root through the right foot, lift the left. So in your own time, notice which glute feels weaker. Okay, you'll be sort of dipping down more. You'll be able to tell. So whichever one feels weaker, try and hold it for a bit longer. You've got to really squeeze your glutes here. Remember, unfortunately, our glutes become very weak. They're very important muscles. They're the biggest muscles in the body, and they're used for sprinting. And of course, we don't do that very much, so they become a little bit redundant. But when they become weak, all sorts of problems happen, particularly pain in your hips. So carrying on or just releasing the brick, coming into butterfly, soles of the feet together, letting the knees just drop to the side. Take a few breaths. We're going to carry on with this glute work. So you're going to push your heels together, engage your inner thighs, squeeze your glutes, and then you're going to lift your hips up off the mat. Squeeze, 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 breathe. And then as you breathe out, you're going to relax completely and bring the hips back down. And then you're going to push the feet together and the heels particularly. Squeeze your glutes, lift the hips. Take 5 breaths. You might want to put your hands down now. So there's a real engagement going on here. And then you come down and release as you breathe out. The out breath's really important. Push the heels together, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips, squeeze, breathe. Breathing in and out. And it's your exhale that brings you back down. And again, you can do as many of these as you want. Pause the video. This is a really good exercise for opening up the hips. Again, it's about engagement of the muscles. When you engage your muscles and you breathe out and release them, they will open up. Okay? It's facilitated stretching. Okay, so just draw the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg away, take a few breaths. And we're going to come into a twist here. So taking the right knee over the body with the left hand, keep the left hand on the outside of the right thigh. And you're going to push the outer right thigh into the hand and push back with the hand, so you're resisting. So when you do this, you'll feel your outer right hip engage again. So you're pushing on your inhale and releasing on your out breath. Push and release, and it will help you get further into the twist. Your right arm is out to the side. pushing and releasing. And then you might want to straighten the leg, which will help you feel that feedback. And then bending the knee, just coming back to center, and we'll change sides. Left knee in, extend the right leg away, take 5 breaths. So your hip is in deep flexion and your knee. And then you're going to take the knee over the body in the right hand. Left arm is going to just reach out to the side. So pushing the outside of your left leg into the right hand. Push against the hand. Outer leg engages. Breathe out, let it go, and draw the knee down. Push and release. Push and release. Again, does it feel different on this side? Our hips are really in balance, remember. Pausing if you need to, or coming back onto your back. And we're just going to roll up and come onto our tummies. So you want to put something under the pelvis here. I'm putting the cushion there. Make sure you're really comfortable. I'm just going to do some glute raises. So relax your head onto your hands, squeezing your right glute. Lift the leg. Don't lift from the back. Kneecap down. Squeeze and lift. Exhale, bring it down. Squeeze your left glute. Lift the leg. It's straight. The kneecap is down. And then exhale, bring it down. Squeeze, bend the knee, and now pulse up. Foot is flexed, little pulses, using the glute, not the back. Bring it down, lift the left leg, bend the knee, flex the foot. Pulse, pulse. You can do this as many times as you want. Again, we're building strength in the glute. We have to build up the strength to open up the hips. And then bring the knees out to the side, bring the feet together like a little frog. Push the heels together, squeeze the glutes and lift the legs off the mat. Squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift. And then releasing the arms and reaching for the feet. Squeeze and lift, relax, come down. Push the feet together, squeeze the glutes, lift the legs. And then reaching with the arms as many times as you need to. Relaxing down. You can just stay there for as long as you like, or I'm coming back up through a little cobra and coming into peaceful warrior, which is a bit like child's pose, but your knees are apart and you can just soften down into that lovely relaxing pose. Again, if you need more time, pause the video. Breathe into the back body and just notice what you're feeling. Does one hip feel like it's done more work than the other? So we're going to come into lizard. You're going to put 2 bricks at the top of the mat with the bolster on top if you've got one, but don't worry if you haven't. From hands and knees, something under your left knee, bring your right foot to the outside of your bolster and bricks. Coming down onto the forearm. So this is a lovely sinky pose. Some of you will like it more than others. Make sure your left toes are tucked and just sink down. You can bring up the back knee if you want, hugging the right knee into the side of your shoulder. You can stay on your elbows or you can come up onto the hands. Just play around with this pose. It's very strong. And then come back onto the hands and push back into half splits, which is going to give you a bit of relief. And you can floss back and forth from half splits and back into lizard. So your left hip flexors getting a lovely stretch. Your left hip is really extending. Your right hip is flexed. If you want to do an optional quad stretch, reach your right arm round, bend the left leg and catch the foot. Push the foot into the hand and then releasing, drawing the heel down. Optional. Come back onto hands and knees and let's change. So cushion or blanket under the right knee, left foot to the outside of your bolster and bricks, either staying on the hands or coming down onto the forearms. Sink down. How does it feel on this side? Does your right hip flexor feel tighter? You can bring the knee up if you want. Again, just playing around in this shape. Make sure you're breathing, staying there for as long as you want. Or coming onto the hands and pushing back into half splits, doing a little bit of flossing back and forth. Catching that right foot with the left hand if you want to do a quad stretch. If you like this pose, you can just pause the video and stay there a bit longer. Otherwise, we just kind of come up into downward dog. Pedal through the feet, just gently come up. Have a little play, you can come into three-legged dog. Which is a nice hip opener. Play around with this shape. Taking rests when you need to. So we're going to come into something called deer pose. So it's quite a specific shape. So we've got the right leg in front, the left leg behind. Your right shin is in line with the short side of the mat. You've got a 90-degree angle. Your left shin is in line with the long side of the mat, and you're sitting right on your right sitting bone. So your knees are at 90 degrees, so really check that. And your weight is all the way over on that right sitting bone, and you should feel a very strong sensation, your right hip as you come down. Feet are very flexed to support the knees. So we're going to do some strength work here. You release the hands and you hold, which is very strong. I'm putting my hands to my chest here, but it's quite difficult. And then you bring the hands down and release. So what you can do is just stay over the leg and release the hands. To get to the other side, you just spin and set up the other side. Left shin in line with the short side of the mat. Foot is flexed, knees at a 90-degree angle. It is really important. It's like a boxy shape. Come and sit right on the outside of your left sitting bone, pushing the outside of the left leg into the mat, leaning over. Feel that strong sensation in the left hip. So you can keep your hands down and just hover the hands, or you can bring the hands to the chest and hold, which is very strong, so don't do that if it doesn't feel very safe. And then we're going to come into fourth position. So bending the right knee, left leg is bent. You're pushing the left knee against your left hand, pushing against it. Again, it fires up the outside of your left hip. Engaging and releasing. Strength and surrender. Stop the video when you need to. I'm just changing sides, left foot in front, pushing the outside of my right thigh into the hand, pushing and releasing. So you're resisting, strength and surrender. So after you've done a few of those, when you're ready, coming into Sukhasana, a little cross-legged pose, easy pose, right leg in front of the left. Really flex your feet or your toes to support the knees. Maybe put some bricks under your thighs. Obviously, this is a pose we come into a lot in yoga, and people do find it difficult. So all those little postures and exercises you've just done help you to open up to get into this. Coming forwards. And then we're just going to do some side openers. Lifting up your right arm, bring it down. Lift up the left on an inhale. Exhale, bring it down. And just move from side to side. Coming down into a forward fold. Breathe into the back body, wiggle your hips. Stay there for as long as you like. Or coming up. Bringing the legs apart, push down through the feet, and then just slide the arms through, grab the feet. Push your inner knees away from you with your arms. Get into those inner thighs, then bring the left foot in front of the right. Feels different on this side. Coming forwards. Just walk the hands over to the right. Stay low. Breathe into that left side. Then walk the arms over to the left. Breathe into the right side. Probably feels tighter down the right side. You can stay here for as long as you like. Or coming back. Coming into a supported butterfly pose. So soles of feet together. Bring the bricks right up against the thighs. And then you can have the bolster on your feet or in front, and just let your forehead drop onto the top. You can stay here for a long time. It's restorative. So if you feel like just putting a blanket over your head and staying here for as long as you like. It's a relaxing pose rather than a stretchy pose. This is why the bricks are under the thighs. Just listening to the body, listening to the feedback. Notice your breathing. What are you feeling? Breathing in, breathing out. And then coming out, or staying, coming into a wide-legged seated forward fold. So taking the legs out to the side, and you can build up a little scaffold here, some support. I'm going to put 2 bricks under the bolster and come forwards. And again, stay here for as long as you like. Rock your feet in and out. How does this pose feel? Breathe into the back body. Relax the arms and the hands and the shoulders. Again, you can stay here for as long as you like. Just coming up. Bring the hands under the knees and bring the legs together. And then just come and lie down on your back. We're going to come into supported butterfly. You can do this on the bolster if you want. Have the bricks under your thighs, bring the soles of the feet together, and then just drop into your Supta Baddha Konasana.